So I'm just doing a quick live test. I plan on doing a few shows live. One of them will be with items that I have on eBay, and all my subscribers to the YouTube channel get an additional 10% off at least, depending on what the item is. Sometimes a little bit more, but most of the time it's an extra 10%. And my prices are relatively some of the best on eBay anyway. Matter of fact, I just sold something today that was sitting a little bit, so I actually gave the guy a really good deal. It was a Gucci USB thumb drive. You know, I don't like things sitting either. So again, not everything is going to be, as crazy as that price was. But like I said, I tend to have good prices because I'd rather sell more of something, make people happy, and you still make a decent amount because you're selling more of an item. The only way that doesn't work is if it's like a one-of-a-kind item. That's why sometimes, things, especially like the USB, the Gucci thumb drive, I actually had that listed for a pretty reasonable price, actually the best price on eBay, but somebody asked me for a little bit better, and it was sitting for over a year, so I gave the guy the little bit of a better price. We met somewhere in the middle. Because I'm also, a realist. Something is only worth what somebody's willing to pay. So, if somebody's not willing to pay it, it's not that price. I have a few items of my own. I call it the private stock that's going up. I have the red Supreme Louis Vuitton jacket, the leather one. I got it when it came out. I wore it twice. It's a little bright. It's nice, but it's definitely flashy. Of course, everything I picked up was from Louis Vuitton. I didn't pick anything up secondhand. I picked it up from, my person at the Louis Vuitton store at the Westchester Mall, who's still there today. She's the one who got me the 2 calls in, because you actually had to place the orders over the phone with another Louis Vuitton rep. And technically, you were supposed to only get 3 items, and I ordered the first 3. And then a week later, I asked her again, and I guess, I don't know, either they weren't selling as good as they wanted, but they gave me another order, so I ordered 6 items complete, and I only have 2 items left. I have the jacket and the sneakers. A few of the pieces I bought, I gave away as gifts. 2 pieces I sold, and I have 2 pieces. So, I have a Ferragamo jacket that I wore once. It's like a cream color. It's like a spring jacket, which is a bad jacket for me because I'm either too hot. Look, it's the winter, and I have on a t-shirt. So spring jackets don't get, used much around here, unfortunately. That was also bought at the Ferragamo store at the Westchester Mall. I have an old, when I say old, it's like 10 years old, a Louis belt. But I wore it a lot, so the leather on the belt is a little warped, but the buckle is still mint. So somebody could either just cut the belt off. It actually has screws, but they were too hard for me to take off, so I figured let the person buying it do it. But the buckle is mint. So, and one side it's reversible. The other side, the leather's okay. It's just one side it looks a little, messed up from wearing it every day. I have a pair of Gucci sunglasses for kids that I bought. They're the same ones I had, but they had a kid version. They were never used. My son does not wear sunglasses. So especially they were for, I guess 5, 6 years old. Never wore them brand new. I don't know. He has some new, I think, he has some Burberry pants, vest, and shirts that are brand new, never wore. Unfortunately, when he was young, I bought him everything. Even though people told me don't do it, he's going to grow out of it before he wears it, and they were right. He never wore none of it. I mean, we didn't even take the tags off because he never got to it. Even belts, I bought him. They had the same Gucci belt and the same Versace belt I had, so I bought it for him. The kid, he's 11. He'll be 11 next week. He still never wore one belt in his life. So he outgrew those belts. They were brand new. I don't know if I sold those already. They may have been sold already. But long story short, I have a lot of really nice items that were from our private stock, that were for me, my wife, and my son. Now, I also have a lot of scratch records. Those are brand new. I'm actually a distributor for most of them. I had a store that was supposed to go up, but right when COVID hit, it messed everything up. It messed up the location. So then I fell back for a little bit, but I already had a lot of the stock. So I basically have probably a few thousand scratch records from 5 years ago up until about a year ago. I stopped buying them a year ago because I stopped looking for a store. I'm going to look again, but I was just a little busy with health issues and stuff. But I'm going to have it go on eBay anyway, and maybe have a little online scratch store. And I'm still going to try to find a nice store for New York, because we don't really have any stores that you could actually go buy records, scratch records, regular records, have a little a little spot for a scratch portable DJing, maybe even a little octagon type thing with turntables like Qbert has. New York, especially Westchester, New York, we don't have anything like that. So that was the idea. I had a nice 2,500 square foot location that got messed up because of COVID. So anyway, I gotta go. My son will be out of school any second. Now you have all the parents that show up 3 seconds before he gets out, and then they wonder why there's no spot. Meanwhile, all the smart ones are here 45 minutes early. And then what they do is they just block you in. It's like, no, you can't block us in, people. You can't come 3 minutes before they get out and then wonder why you don't have a spot. Anyway, again, if you're a subscriber to the channel, when you go to my eBay, which is the same drop PCTV, it should be the same anyway, make sure you leave me a message so I could send you the 10% code, because any subscriber to the channel gets 10%. And again, on a rare occasion, it could even be more, but a minimum of 10%. So make sure before you buy something, you follow, your subscriber. And if you can, follow me on eBay as well, because that also helps. All right, everybody. I got to step out into this cold weather, get my son. Ciao, everyone.